What is going on, guys? How we doing today? The boys are back in town. Hell of a workout. I just put this kid through the ringer. Took him boxing with me today. He did pretty good. Shaky mechanics. I'd for certain kick his ass in the ring, but he did pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and rip on him, but yeah, I'm just calling things how they are.
Listen, it's boxing is I really learned a lot today. It was good. I mean, I saw him working his ass off in the corner, doing some maneuvers and whatever boxers want to call it. But it was pretty cool. It's like, I never really thought I could open my mind and doing something like this. So it could be the start of something new. It could be a new hobby I work into, and it was really a good time. I enjoyed it. Fucking tired though, but it was good.
You out for sure.
But even small things like this where you could progressively get better at it, it all comes down to a test. Like, do you have the drive to do this? Do you have the motivation to stick with it? It's all about how your attitude is towards it. So
No, dude, very glad that you touched on that because, dude, even when I started boxing, and then even starting this up, dude, the hardest thing with both of them was just getting started. The hardest thing with boxing was signing up. The hardest thing with doing this was just getting the first session done and uploaded. The hardest thing in anything is getting started because once you get started, you develop a little bit of a mindset where it's okay. I can do this. This actually isn't too bad. This isn't too difficult. So yeah, dude, 100%. The hardest thing is really just getting started in anything in life. So just pedal to the metal and pursue it.
if you start something new and you aren't getting the results as quickly as you want, it's never going to happen. Only in 1 in 100 is that ever going to happen where you're going to get the results immediately. Whether it's working out and say you're doing this for, a few years and you're not getting the results you want, change your workout plan. Maybe focus on more where you're feeling like you're slacking on. It all comes down to how your attitude is towards it. So try it out. See what happens.
Yeah, definitely, because so many people, listen, I'm blessed, you're blessed, we have fantastic genetics, whatever, that's one thing.
Thank God for that.
But also, it contradicts us because we both, to some extent, pursued powerlifting, and it was hard for us because we kind of just have smaller, more athletic, fast builds than, that of a powerlifter. So, and I ain't ever hopping on roids, dude. I'm not ever risking my heart and my mind. I'm not going to go brain dead ever. But, yeah, so I've kind of gotten into, now that I am boxing and pursuing that, training calisthenics a little bit, because that is more of, with calisthenics, you kind of get your natural body and you see it at its purest form. So, I'm kind of getting into that, but I still like to lift heavy, man. Who doesn't like to lift heavy? There's nothing better than setting a PR and outlifting yourself from the week before, the day before. There's no better feeling than that, in my opinion, as far as working out. But yeah, no, for sure. So definitely try to find some sort of a workout plan. If you're a bigger dude and you're just built bigger and you have a stockier build, maybe powerlifting is for you, or just run more. I don't know. It really just depends on what you're looking for.
I'm sorry, but dude,
Go.
running is the most underrated workout. 100%. There is so much importance to running that it's gonna help you in so many ways. One, you have stamina. Stamina is everything. If you have good stamina, you can do that extra rep. You can go more. And it's just going on runs. It's awesome too. It just clears your mind. You're just running. You got your headphones on. You're blasting music, and you're just kind of in your own world. Mm-hmm. And that's what I think is running great. I don't run as much as I'd like to, so I'd like to do that more. But even I ran track in high school, and track was so much fun. I mean, even though I wasn't the biggest fan of running, track made me learn to love running more. And it's just such a great habit to get into. It really is.
Yeah.
I know you run a lot. How much? What do you?
I haven't always. I'm definitely getting into it because my endurance is probably my biggest weakness in fitness. So I'm glad you mentioned that because I've been running more, just trying to train my endurance and train my mind. I think running is the best thing for training your mind because you can always go the extra mile and just keep going even when you feel like you can't. So yeah, and we both played football together in high school, and I've always that's one of my greatest gifts is my speed. I've just always had natural talent when it comes to being fast and speed in general. I never pursued track or anything. Feel like maybe I should have at some point in my life, but I didn't.
Well, I did try to get you on one.
You
point.
did, you did.
And then
But
you're like,
I was a lazy prick in high school. But no, like my speed helped me. Like sophomore year, I played running back and I took advantage of it, and then I played a little bit of corner. So and that is speed is so essential if you know football in playing either of those positions. But yeah. So it definitely made it something that I was just aware of because I was never big when I played football. I wasn't a big dude. Like I was a skinny dude, but my speed was definitely my greatest asset. And speed is so important in life. There's so much you can do with it. But like you said, that's why running is so important. Running is so important in all areas of fitness because it just trains your endurance and your mind. You can always go the extra mile and you can always keep going. And it's so easy to just stop and say, oh, I'm going to walk for the next 2 minutes. I'm going to walk for the next 2 minutes. But you know that you can keep going deep down somewhere, even if you want to tell yourself that you're not or that you're not able to. Your mind, my new thing, my big thing I keep saying now, mind over matter. Don't let external forces control what you feel like you're capable of. Mind over matter every time. That's what my coach tells me. My coach tells me all the time when I'm whether I'm in the ring or just hitting the bag in boxing, keep going, finish the round, mind over matter, mind over matter. Do not let your mind be succumbed to being limited and feeling that you're done and you're tired. Because I've said it before. When you're telling yourself you're tired, the work is only 40% done. You are not there yet.
That's honestly, it's such a great point. And mind over matter.
Mind over matter.
Mind over matter. It all comes into one. Self-control. Self-control is the only way you're going to unlock your true and full potential. It's just whether it's, you want to do something that negatively affects you. If you sit there and think, what does this do to benefit me? Why can't I just get up and do something else and substitute the negative thing that you're going to do for something that's going to positively affect you? Self-control.
Nah, self-control is so important. Like we can't control much else than our mind. We really can't. I'm no philosopher here, but it's just true. You can't control your health. You may have just been born with certain conditions that you can't control and certain aspects of your life that you have no say in. So exactly, what I like to say is control the controllable. I've told that to my little brother, and it's something that if I understood from a young age, I feel like my life definitely would have turned out differently, but I'm grateful because I've learned lessons from that. If you focus on things that are out of your control and that are either in the past and you're worrying about something in the past, that's a gateway to depression. Because if you're focusing, oh, I wish I did this differently, oh, whatever, my life sucks now because I didn't do this differently. No, learn from it and move forward. And don't look too far ahead into the future either. Because if you're worried about something that you might not accomplish or something that you can't do, then you're just going to become anxious and worried if you have what it takes to pursue that. Believe me, I am the king of feeling anxious. It's been a staple in my life. And learning to control the controllable is what has helped me just temper all of that and understand if I just focus in the present moment, I can determine anything I want and start manifesting what I want my reality to be. I focus on what's important, I focus on what's in front of me that day, and I focus on what I can control. Learn to take control of your mind, and it starts with just simple, even exercises. Telling yourself you can go the extra mile, telling yourself that you can finish a round, finish a set, finish a rep, and so many different things. And once you understand simple things like that, you can apply that to different areas of your life and success and pursuing things that can make you better and be great in any area, in any realm or any area of life. Control the controllable in every part of life.
I got nothing to add. You just covered completely 100%. That was good.
It's good stuff, man. Control the controllable. Only you can take control of your mind. Nobody's going to come along and say, hey, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to tell this, blah, 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 whatever. You might be a personal trainer who motivates you, whatever. you hear me saying this, but I can't help you. Like, I can't help you more than you can help yourself. I can tell you what to do. Other influencers and entrepreneurs on TikTok can tell you what to do, but until you take these words and put them into action in your own life, you're not going to get anywhere. So take control of your mind and start today. Stop telling yourself that there's going to be a right time to do something, because the right time is now. Life is short, but life is long. So get ahead, start early, and just develop the momentum to make things happen.
No one's going to save you. No one's saving you but yourself. You have to just completely just get rid of all the negative energy, all the negative stuff that's going on in your life, and just keep the positives. Whether it's people, bad habits, anything. Because you want to surround yourself with people that are going to just bring you up. Because if you surround yourself with negative people, they're getting you into bad habits, it's just going to bring you down, and you're not going to want to reach your goals and be more successful. You have to surround yourself with like-minded people, because they're just going to bring you up, they're going to support you in everything you do. I mean, there's like things that, you wouldn't consider like being negative. For example, going out and drinking every weekend. It's not a negative thing.
Every weekend is the key point.
I mean, listen, every weekend is, you sometimes you just gotta sit down and be like, what am I doing? Why am I going out every single weekend to do the same thing, be around the same people, and it's dopamine? Is that dopamine?
No, exactly.
I mean, that's not even really, is it really the same thing?
No, well, you're chasing dopamine hits.
Chasing dopamine hits, right. So, yeah, I mean, there's so much things with being around negative people, but if you're going out every weekend and drinking and doing all these things, you're not going to get any closer to your goals, because one, you're wasting money going out. I mean, I have a big problem with spending money. I think I'm like Bill Gates. I think I have all the money in the world when it comes to drinking, because I'm just like, let me get like 5 tequila shots, rounds on me, and then next thing you know, I'm buying the next 3 rounds, because no one if I'm fucking paying for it, who's gonna stop me?
Right, 100%.
But then I'm wasting money. I'm wasting time. Why can't I substitute something that I can use to reach my goals, rather than going out and spending the night doing that, instead of getting a good night's sleep and being progressive the next day? Because when I'm hungover, I want to procrastinate, and now only the weekends are my days off from work. Mm-hmm. And I'm busy throughout the whole week because I'm working all week. And I'm going to go do other things. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I want to go to bed because I get home late. You got to just know when it's just like, okay, you know what? What am I doing? What can I do to pursue my goals? Chase my dreams. You got to just learn to just sometimes take the risk of not going out. Because, yeah, going out's fun. Mystery. You never know what's going to happen when you go out. And, like maybe, damn, I'll miss this. I'll miss out. Whatever. You're missing out on your dreams and your goals. It's just there's so much benefits to not going out drinking. Stay and have a few drinks with the boys. There's not girls there. Dude,
Riz God over here.
Riz God, dude. I love going out. I love dancing. I love talking to girls, dude. I'm all about it. I'm not preaching don't go out and drink. If anyone knows me, or if you talk to anyone that knows me, I'm the one person that you would expect the last person to be saying. It's because I'm trying to just spread this and be like, okay, you got to learn. You got to learn and just kind of take it easy sometimes. Because now, me and him have been getting so serious about this stuff that it's just come to a point where I want to be better. I want to chase my dreams. Because now I'm using my off days at work, hungover as balls, and I don't want to do anything except lay around in bed all day. I don't want to go to the gym. I'm procrastinating my life, just in general. So, I mean, that's all I really got. I don't know if you want to touch up on that.
I love all that, dude. It's such true stuff, because, yes, fear of missing out is such a huge thing in our generation, man.
Terrible.
It's so bad, and like so many people have just become obsessed with chasing things that they're never going to reach. Like, I like to say that everybody has like this, certain nights that they hold dear to them that are like some of the funnest times, and then they go out and they're just chasing that same feeling over and over again. They're chasing that dopamine hit from whatever.
It's a cycle.
It's a cycle, and then it just becomes a habit, and when it becomes a habit, it's hard to break it. So, and like you said, there's nothing like just a good old-fashioned night, sitting around with your boys, having a couple beers,
Shit talking, everybody. Nothing beats it. Nothing beats it. And you're spending what, $12 on a 12-pack? That's it.
Exactly.
And then you're not. I mean, maybe you'll get like destroyed. I mean, that's how you play it out if you want to be hungover.
Yeah, I mean,
but you're not calling Ubers home at 4 a.m. You're not getting like. It's just like there's so many benefits to not going out as much. Mm-hmm. I love going out. I love doing socializing, going out, dancing. But now I'm learning that there's better things to be doing in my life than going out every weekend. And I'm trying to help you, whoever's watching this. Telling you, it's such a good habit to get into.
Yeah, man, dude, it's just there's just nothing like sitting around with your boys, like your true boys, and just having some laughs and just a good old time, because it's so simple. Having a good laugh, having a good time, and just enjoying the simplicities of life. And that's why you have to be around your core people who are going to build you up. I'm going to backtrack what you said about the positive negative energy, because the thing about negative energy and negative comments is, strong-minded people, whatever, you could just brush it off, whatever. But especially with this generation, like people, like with the media and social media, people just become so manipulated by words so easily. Because I've had points in my life where I was the exact same way. And negative comments and negative energy, yes, even if it's, always in jokes and it's not really to be taken seriously, negative comments, they can just creep into your mind, and your mind will hold on to them. And it can just break you down. It can make you question what you're actually doing. So it's so important to be wary of who you're spending your time with. Are you spending time with the people who actually give a shit about you, who actually care about you, who want to be around you? It's very important to value the positives and be around people who build you up and keep you chasing and keep you hungry for what you want to pursue in life and chasing your goals. And we're both very good at that. Believe me, I give him all the shit in the world, and I rip on him all the time. But not to take it personally and vice versa.
The thing is, doing that, you need that in your life. You need someone by your side who wants you to be the best possible form that you can be. And back to what you were saying before, people on social media saying, this is the time to go out. We're young. This is the time to go out. This is the time to enjoy your life while you can. I don't know if it's that or just life hit us way too fast to the point where we can't even enjoy ourselves anymore. Mm-hmm. I want to enjoy myself when I have a full family, I have a house in order. That's when I want to enjoy myself. Yeah, like I said, we love going out. We love partying. But there's times where you have to be like, you got to take responsibility. You have to take action and be like, now's the time to work. Now's the time to make as much money as I possibly can because I'm young, I'm healthy, and I'm fit. And you have to just realize that. You got to wake up. Wake up! It's time to get serious.
Exactly. You have to wake up and understand what is real to you and what is not. It is so important. Like he said, the time to make things happen and pursue your dreams is while you're young. It is while you're young. Don't be misconceived to the idea that many have been manipulated to, that if you have some crazy dream that you've dreamt of since you were a kid, don't fall victim to society in the way that the idea of growing up for a lot of people is having their dream beat out of them and watered down to just getting some job that they hate and don't want to work and not chasing the things that they've always dreamt of. So please just understand that the time to make things happen is while you're young. Yes, it's okay to go out. It's okay to let loose and have a good time. Absolutely.
We're all about it.
We literally just said that. But we've come to a point where we realize that if we sit around doing that all day, 5 years from now, we're just going to be in the same place. If we don't start making simple things happen, one step at a time, maybe it's going to be a slow process, maybe it'll happen quicker than we think, but it's all about how much work we're going to put into it. And yes, we will balance it out with the time that we go out, but we're going to put at least an equal amount of time and maybe probably even double into pursuing our goals and dreams. And we advise you to do the same, because don't be the person who sits around just thinking, oh, I'm young, I have all the time in the world, and then boom, you're 30, 40, whatever, and your dreams have surpassed you. And you see people far younger than you chasing their dreams, have all the things that you dreamt of. I will party hard. I will party hard and not care about anything when I have earned it, when I have the utmost earned it and nothing else, and I can just sit back and realize that I built something for myself and I can be proud of. But right now, I haven't earned anything. I haven't earned anything in my mind, and that's what keeps me hungry. I have to keep working. I must grind every single day. I must grind. I hold that dear to me. Every day I wake up and it's a new day to win. I win the day every single day. I conquer the day. And anytime that I go to sleep at night and I feel like I didn't do enough, I sit there, I acknowledge it, and I say, I'm going to win the day twice tomorrow.
You got to be unstoppable, and that's honestly, you played that out so well.
Be unstoppable.
If sometimes there's aspects where you want to go out, but you don't want to spend the money, or you don't want to go out, but you have the money, and there's a lot of things that go into that. But if you're second guessing yourself on going out, just stay home. But then while you're sitting there thinking, oh, should I go out or not? Your boys are texting you. Everyone's texting you. Oh, what's the moves? What's going on? Come on, bro, let's go out. It'll be a great time. And they say that every weekend. Listen, it happens to us every single weekend.
Don't feel alone there. It literally happens to us all the time.
And sometimes it works. Sometimes we'll call it, like, you're like, oh, you see him, he's texting us. What should we do? And then we'll call each other and sit there. And be like, sometimes we'll flip a coin.
We'll flip a coin sometimes. We even debate. We literally don't even decide ourselves. We say, oh, the coin speaks. And that's just how it goes, man. Sometimes you're like, nah, let's not. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, let's go, and vice versa. But whatever,
it's because, sometimes, it's if we went out last weekend, we're really not even going to consider it.
No,
it's just kind of, but
it's become a rule between us.
Exactly.
It's
become an spoken rule for us.
It's an unwritten rule for us.
And it's just like, if we haven't gone out for a month, and we're like, you know what, fuck it. Let's go out. Let's have a good time.
Right.
What's the harm? It's one night. But now I'm kind of just getting off track here. But just learn balance in your life. Balance is key. Because if you're going out every weekend, you're spending money, and it's just gonna put you down a bad path. And I'm not saying, like I said, going out is a bad thing. It's not. It's great it's a great thing to have, it's a great thing to be social, meet new people. I meet new people every weekend. Mm-hmm. Like I'm never gonna see them again. Right. But it's just like, it's
great to connect with people.
It's great. I don't want to sit home and work all day and then, spend the weekend just in my room doing absolutely nothing.
Right.
But I'm not. I'm finding ways to pursue my goals.
Yes, we're not staying too relaxed, and when we fall into a little bit of a habit where either maybe we're doubting ourselves or we're getting too relaxed, we make sure that the other picks himself up quickly. Like, I'm always going to the gym. You work far more longer hours than I do, and when you don't go to the gym, I give you shit. And
it hurts. It bothers me that I ain't go to the gym. But like I said, before in previous episodes, I wake up at 4:30 every morning and go to the gym. And then I work a whole day's hours. But with plumbing, you don't have a set schedule. Mm-hmm. And that's most trades. Yeah, you don't have a set schedule. You have a set time to be at your shop or at the job, whatever the case is. But you never know when you're going to end because, plumbers are very essential in this world today. Oh, yeah. So, if you have someone's water turned off and you're doing something, you can't just leave the job half finished. You have to finish it. Like last night, I worked till 10:30 at night, and I got home, and now I'm here, and it's 10 o'clock now.
Right.
And you have to just put in the work. Yeah, it sucks. I'm exhausted, but you have to put in the work.
Like you said, plumbing is a service. So, and that's the word service is so important. Like I've worked many just bullshit jobs, just trying to make money in high school or whatever. Just trying to make some side cash, anything. And, some of the jobs I was making a real difference. Sometimes I wasn't. And I was just, collecting a check. But with you, you're doing a real service and you're making a real contribution to society. And I think that's so important in anything you do. It's so important to chase your paper and maintain a living because life is based, like, money is not everything. Family and health are far more important than money. But money is the foundation for a free lifestyle, to living a life that you want to live without limitations. So it's not the most important thing in the world, and believe me, I've come to realize that in many ways. And I used to have a different mindset, but now I understand that it is not the most important thing. But it's definitely you cannot devalue it because then you're just going to be miserable for the rest of your life. So it's good that you have a job where you're making a real difference because you're connecting with people, you're meeting people, you're genuinely helping them with a headache in their lives. Oh, the problem in the bathroom or plumbing, whatever. That's your thing. I'm not educated there, but you you help them there. That's my point. So you make a real difference. So I say in anything you do, and my goal for myself in my life is to find my purpose, unlock my purpose, and find something that genuinely serves people and helps people. And I think if I can do that, I can live a very content and happy and honorable lifestyle. So Mike and I got cut off there due to some technical difficulties. So we apologize for that. We're going to try to make sure that never happens again. But otherwise, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate all the support. More videos coming soon. Tune in every week. Catch us on TikTok, Instagram, social media, all in the description. Again, thank you guys for all the support. We're here for you. We're here to help. And yeah, stay focused, stay locked in.